Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about some NBA news. I'm really a few days away from the NBA Finals, so tomorrow will be Wednesday, so look out for my NBA Finals preview. I'll give my preview for the Finals, like my key storylines, and then I'll give my prediction. But yeah, stay tuned for that. But let's talk about some NBA news here. So via, I believe this is a article here from ESPN. The Lakers reportedly offered Russell Westbrook and 2 first-round picks to the Brooklyn Nets for Kyrie Irving, per at McTen, to try, get Kyrie, LeBron back on the same team. Yeah, it didn't happen. End quote. The Los Angeles Lakers were one of several teams to aggressively pursue Irving leading up to the trade deadline, before the Brooklyn Nets ultimately sent him to Dallas. And a package that included Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, an unprotected first-round pick in 2029, and 2 second-round picks. The Lakers' offer centered on Russell Westbrook and 2 future first-round picks in 2027 and 29, sources told ESPN. I think it's a rare Nets front office W. And you'd be like, oh, the 27 and 29 Lakers picks could be gold, but why would the Brooklyn Nets accept that? Take Russell Westbrook and then just give away Kyrie? No way the Nets were going to trade Kyrie to LA. But how many times is the media going to bring this up? Like, yeah, I know Kyrie wants Kyrie back, but that wasn't gonna happen. So, via NBA PR, here's your officials for the 2024 NBA Finals: John Goble, Kevin Scott, Josh Tiven, David Guthrie, Mark Davis, Courtney Kirkland, James Williams, Zach Zarba, Bill Kennedy, one of the best refs in the NBA to me, Tony Brothers, or you got James Williams, and you got Tony Brothers, Scott Foster. Of course, 2 of the worst refs in the NBA. You got James Caspers here. Scott Foster, preparing to ruin an NBA Finals games. He ready to ruin everything. Tony Brothers and Scott Foster, them being refs in the Finals, man. And the Finals should be illegal. They're 2 of the worst refs in the NBA. Mark Davis isn't that good. None of these refs really here that great. Besides Bill Kennedy. So, the ringer of Kevin O'Connor. The Ringers' Kevin O'Connor has Rob Dillingham falling to the Miami Heat at pick 15 in his latest mock draft. Yeah. Rob Dillingham at 15 would be such a steal, but there's no way it's going to happen. If he somehow falls that far, that's a mega steal, but he's going in the top 5. Maybe not top 5, maybe just outside the top 5. But no way he passes the top 10 at least. Like, the dude's electric, shifty, and this is why we don't listen to Kevin O'Connor. He's falling. I don't see him falling past like pick 8. On the OG show, Udonis Haslem revealed that the Miami Heat almost traded for Allen Iverson to pair D-Wade up with AI. D-Wade kept it real with Haslem and straight up told him, man, it's Allen Iverson. Man, D-Wade and AI would have cooked, man. But fumbling superstar signings or trades is the Heat front office. The Heat front office always managed to fumble something. So DeMar DeRozan could receive up to $40 million per season, per Darnell Mayberry. And quote, the Bulls would be happy to re-sign DeRozan on a 2-year deal. DeRozan's side obviously would convey more security. The Bulls have a habit of liberally latching player options into contracts. That carrot could come into play with DeRozan's deal as well. The dollar amount will be hefty, likely north of $40 million annually, but it's less significant to the Bulls' long-term flexibility. Chicago wants to keep DeRozan, but at a reasonable commitment. Daylight robbery for whoever's paying that. Just rebuild. The Bulls need to rebuild. With the way that their team is right now, I don't see them being able to rebuild. And they aren't rebuilding. They're trying to compete, but it's not working out. Just rebuild. Why do they just want to be 500 team? I mean, I don't know if he's a playoff choker. I mean, he's clutching the regular season of the playoffs. It's not that great. Oklahoma City has a great interest in Patrick Williams, per at Darnell Mayberry. And quote, if the Bulls have seen enough of the Williams experiment, one team that has great interest, lead source said, is Oklahoma City. The Thunder need more size, and they have an army of draft picks that can sweeten the pot for the Bulls if a sign and trade emerges in July. I mean, how many Williams do they need, bro? Like, they got 2 Jalen Williams, and now Patrick Williams? I mean, you could just sign Nick Claxton and get ready for next season, but I feel like they're trying to win the championship, and I feel like Patrick Williams is the exact type of player they're looking for. So they could try and get him over Nick Claxton. I feel like Nick Claxton and Patrick Williams are their options to try and get at the 4. The Sixers are expected to re-sign Tyrese Maxey to a 5-year, $205 million deal per at Paul Paul and Sixers. I think it's a good deal. I think he's worth every penny. Absolutely deserved, especially what he done during the playoffs. I think he averaged 37 and 5 against the 2 seed in the West in the playoffs this year. I mean in the East, excuse me. Not the West, I meant the East. But much deserved. I mean, I think he's one of the most consistent players outside Joel Embiid. LeBron James talking about Kyrie Irving on the Mind the Games pod. I'm so fucking mad that I'm not his running mate anymore. He's the most gifted player the NBA has ever seen. Man, imagine going from playing on the same team as Kyrie and now instead you're playing with D'Angelo Russell. Now, the Houston Rockets are interested in trading the number 3 pick to Brooklyn for Mikal Bridges, per at Kevin O'Connor NBA. League sources say the Rockets have had conversation with the Grizzlies about trading down from this pick, and that the Rockets would hold out hope that the Nets would be willing to move Mikal Bridges for it. But those same sources say the Nets, on the contrary, prefer to add pieces around Bridges. Man, if Brooklyn doesn't do this, man, that'd be interesting. Bridges just averaged under 20 points per game as a first option with a 25% usage rate. I think he's a great player, but nobody to build around. I just don't think he's a number 1 option. But I don't think he's meant to be a first option. Devin Vassell and Victor Wembanyama are the only untouchable players in the Spurs roster. Devin Vassell's criminally underrated. I feel like some people just don't know ball because he's good. Good 3-point shooter, good perimeter defender. I think those are 2 players that should be untouchable on their roster. Now, the Knicks are looking to trade their first-round picks in the upcoming draft, per at Jake L. Fisher. Definitely word around the league is that they are looking to move those. So they're trying to get another star on that team, which isn't a surprise because they just don't have any use for some rookies. I mean, they could use maybe some off the bench, but I don't know. The Cavaliers and 76ers are expected to show interest in Brandon Ingram, per at Miko Hoops. The Pelicans are unlikely to offer Ingram a max extension this summer. It's not working out in New Orleans for him anymore, and I think they should just trade him. I think the Sixers would be the ideal trade fit for him. Karl-Anthony Towns' role with the Minnesota Timberwolves could be reevaluated under new ownership, per at Windhorst ESPN. I do not think they tear the team apart, however. I do think there's a possibility the ownership change took place that Karl Towns' role would be reevaluated. Bro is 7 foot and he's scared to post up. His role should change from 3-point shooter to post player. I know he's a great 3-point shooter, but he should post up more. I mean, he's 7 foot. Come on now. So now we got some news here from Shams Charania. Boston's Kristaps Porzingis with a calf has completed multiple scrimmages in recent days, and he is expected to return to action for Game 1 of the NBA Finals versus Dallas on Thursday night, barring a setback. Sources tell at The Athletic at Stadium. He's been sidelined since April 29th. So Kristaps Porzingis will be back for Game 1 of the NBA Finals, man. Both teams fully healthy. That's going to be an amazing series. Some news here. Dallas Mavericks star Kyrie Irving is signing the first signature athlete. It's the first signature athlete for his ANTA shoe line. The first is his father, Drederick Irving. This marks the first time in pro sports a player signed his dad to a signature shoe deal. Man, look at Kyrie, man. So inspirational. And the last thing I want to talk about is the Los Angeles Lakers. They are zeroing in on J.J. Redick as the frontrunner for the franchise's next head coach, league and industry sources say. A developing story at The Athletic, if you want to read that from Shams. I think he's a good hire. I don't know if it's the best situation, though, because I don't think LeBron will be staying there. I don't know. It'll be interesting if LeBron does stay there. I don't think they're going to do the podcast now. It's going to be done, probably. But I guess you can say this makes no sense, but I don't think it does. I think JJ's a good mind. Like, I think he's a good basketball IQ. He has good basketball IQ. But I don't know. But I feel like LeBron does have input on who's going to be the coach, because I think he's in on the head coaching search, even though he says he's not. We'll see. We'll see how it's working out. I think it's good for JJ, but I don't know. I just don't know if this will be the best situation. I mean, it's really hard to say for the NBA. A lot more news than I expected. So yeah, it's really hard to say for this video. So until next time out. Peace.